Everyone hears the same advice in real estate. Spring is the best time to sell your home. But have you ever wondered why that is? Is it just something agents say every year? Or is there actually real estate data behind it? Today, we are going to answer this question using real market data. We are going to look at when buyers are most active, when homes receive actually the most amount of offers, and when homes actually sell the fastest. And then we will talk about what it means specifically for homeowners here in Chandler, Arizona. Because the truth is this, timing your home sale can have a real impact on how quickly your home sells and how much competition buyers bring to the table. So let's jump right into the data. Okay, so the first data I want to show you is the buyer showing activities. In front of you right here is the chart provided by a company called Showing Time. It is a showing service that actually agent requests showing use the service on every single home that listed in Showing Time, right? So they have a lot of data about showing activities. And according to this chart, as you see here, March, April, and May has the highest showing activities for compared to the rest of the year, right? One of the best ways to measure how active buyers are in the market is actually looking at the home showing activities. This is the millions of showing across the country, and the data, the showing time data right here, reveal a very clear seasonal pattern, right? As I told you, March, April, and May. The buyer showing activities are highest during these months. March specifically, we have about 194 million. April is about 185 million. May, we have about 170,000. It seems a lot, but remember, this is across the country, right? Not just Arizona. I just have to clarify that, okay? Now, compared to the end of the year, December is dropping around 112, okay? Which is the lowest point of the entire year. So what does that mean to you, okay? Simply put, more buyers are out touring the home during the spring than any other times of the year. Okay, now in Chandler, Arizona, this seasonal trend become even stronger. Spring is one of the best time for the year weather-wise, right? It's not too hot, it's not too cold, right? Like in the summer, it's 120, 130. It's so hot to go outside and see houses. There's no encouragement anywhere to do that. And it's not during the holiday season when many people are focusing on travel or family activities, like in the December or November. There's normally a lot of people spending time with the family and with the like a vacation, with the holiday season, right? So instead, this is the time when buyers feel comfortable going out, touring the neighborhoods, and looking at multiple homes. Another factor also helping activities right now, as you see, is the interest rate. The mortgage interest rate has been about 6% nowadays, okay, which many buyers have started to feel more comfortable with the market and with the volatility that we see for the last couple of years, right? The interest rate has been 8 and then 7 and then jump back to 7.5 and then go down to 6 and then go up to 6.5, all over the place. But for several months, okay, already we have about 6% very stable interest rate, okay? So when you combine like the stable rate, the perfect weather, and the natural season housing cycle, spring tend to bring the largest number of activities buyers into the market, as you see here, okay? More activities means more offers. And you might feel this is not true. Well, look at this chart right here. This is also another chart. This is show the amount of offers per listing, okay? According to the National Association of Realtors, okay? Because having multiple buyers, okay, having multiple buyers interested in your home, see your house, okay, you can actually receive more offer. And this is the result. As you see here, well, before we're talking about the result, why do you need multiple offers, okay? When you have multiple offers on the table at the same time, you can actually, as a homeowners, right, you feel more confident about negotiating for your home at a higher price, better terms, in general, okay? And this chart helps a lot, okay? According to the, like I said, National Association of Realtors, homes tend to receive the highest number of offers during spring months. We're talking about January to February listing receive around only 2.6 offers on average, okay? Across the country, by the way. But once it's moved to spring, we see that, the number increased to almost 3 offers per listing. March, April and May and June, okay, all around from 2.8 at the lowest to 2.9 offers per home. Now, half of an offer may not sound like a big difference, but across, like remember, thousands and thousands of homes across in the market, okay, it represents a significant increase in buyer competition for your listing. And competition is exactly what the sellers want. Okay? More buyers competing for the same homes often leads to stronger pricing, like I said, better contract terms, and sometimes faster negotiation. Okay. Now we talk a lot about national data. What is it specifically for Phoenix area? Okay, let's go right into it. This chart shows you the number of listings under contract each week for the last 2 or 3 years, right? The green line is for 2026. The purple line is for 2025, and the red line is for 2024. Okay, when we look at the home that go under contract each week, activity is typically peak right around week 10 to week 14, right? Right around this time right here for the last 3 years, right? Early in the year, and continue building momentum as move to May, March, April, May, and June. Okay, so that's matching with the national data where there's a lot of offers in one listing versus the home that go under contract in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, Phoenix and other cities around it. What about the close? You may think, okay, a lot of people are just trying to put in the contract, but they may not actually close, right? Let's look at that right now. I'm glad that you asked. So this chart right here show the number of close during the 3 months, April, May, and June for 2023, 2024, and 2025. I kind of highlight the 3 years, the 3 months out of the 12 months. Okay, as you see, this April, May, and June has the highest sale volume compared to the rest of the year. Similar situation for 2024 and similar for the 2025. In fact, 2024 and 2025 has the clearest, or more obvious, highest number of sales compared to the rest of the year. Okay, so the data tell us something very important. Spring is not just when buyers are looking, right? Because people can just go out and check out houses and okay, feel great. The weather is nice, look at nice thing about the house, and then you might think they actually not buy, right? But they actually actively writing an offer. We see more offer that the seller receive, as well as the number of closing home during the spring season as well. Okay, that leads to a question: how fast can I sell the house in spring? I'm glad you asked, because I have the information right here ready for you specifically for Chandler market. Okay, how quickly home actually sell once they hit the market is a question that every single seller that I talk with asks me. Right? How quick you can sell my house? How quick can it get sold? Right? Those are the questions. So when we analyze the median days on market across the Greater Phoenix area, specifically for Chandler area in this, okay, over the past several years since 2022, right here, this chart right here show you the median days on market for all the listing, okay, at a certain amount of time. If we look at 2023, okay, homes took about 40 days in June. 51 in March, 45 days in April, 42 in May, and 40 days in June. Okay, which is about and when you look at 2024, it's actually about 43 days, 45 days, and 45 days, which is the lowest. Right? 2025 is the same. These 4 months is actually the lowest, the fastest. The lowest is the fastest, right? The lower the bar, the faster your home gets sold during those months. 2022 is a clear season, right? Very low, 15 to 16 days only. Well, but this is like during the time that you have a very low interest rate, so that the home gets sold very quickly, okay? But even after that, 2023, 4, and 5 show the same pattern. During spring, home gets sold very quickly, okay? That's the overall trend during this time of the year. So as the buyer's activity increases in spring, you see that home tends to move faster through the market. And Chandler typically follows the same seasonal trend as you see right here. Many families who plan to move prefer to do it before the school year. So that's the reason. Before the next school year begins, which means spring becomes a very active period for both buyers and seller. Okay, as you see here. So what this means for the seller, okay? So when we combine these 3 data points together, right, the pattern becomes very clear. During the spring, more buyers are touring the home, listings tend to receive more offers, and home often sells faster. This creates a stronger overall environment for the sellers. But here's the important part to understand. Just because spring is active doesn't mean every home will sell quickly or receiving multiple offers, right? Pricing strategy, property condition, and marketing still play major role in every single listing situation. So homes that are priced correctly, presented well, are the one that benefit from the most of the buyer's activities. Okay, so now that we focus, so that's what the seller have to pay attention. So come back to the original question: is spring a good time to sell your home? Based on the data, the answer is clearly yes, often yes, right? Spring tend to have, like I said, more activities, more buyer activity, more showing, more offers, and sell faster. But the real key is this: the right strategy is still matter. Because even in a strong season, pricing and preparation can make a big difference. If you price it way above the market, then no one's gonna make an offer. If the condition is too bad, they're gonna look at your competition, right? So if you're thinking about selling a home in Chandler or anywhere in Phoenix metro area, and you would love to have an understanding what today's market condition means for the specific property, the specific neighborhoods, I'm more than happy to help. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and see you next time. Bye-bye.